Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Castile High School in Queen Creek as we get set for the AIA Division I Beach Volleyball Pairs State Championship match. Chris Harris here with you, along with the Straight Up Foothills coach, Christian Milheiser. And so glad you could join us here on the NFHS Network. And we are down to the Final Four, Christian. And by the end of the night, we'll have a state champion. We'll open with the two semifinal matches that will play at the same time. And then the winners will move on to play for a state title once the last semifinal match is completed. It'll be 40 minutes later.
Yeah, Chris, and this is what it's really all about. You get to really stand up for your pair. This is where it's one-on-one instead of a team competition. So this is kind of like, hey, who's the best pair in the state? And it's really kind of a great competition to see who really takes the top.
Now, one semifinal match, it'll feature the top seed in the tournament, junior Devin Wiest and senior Piper Rama of Sandra Day O'Connor. The pair helped lead O'Connor to its third straight team state championship last week, and they will face the fifth-seeded pair from Notre Dame Prep, junior Emma McSorley and sophomore Lauren Watson.
Well, we watched Piper and Devin win the team tournament last week, and they're just got to be the favorite overall.
Defending pair state champions as well.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They're the defending pairs. So they're the team to beat right now. And Notre Dame's got their work cut out for them because they're undersized in comparison. So they have to play great defense and they have to play very smart, have really good attacks in order to compete with an oversized team like that.
Yeah, you mentioned the size there, Chris. You know, Devin checks in at 6'3", Piper at 5'8" for O'Connor. And then for Notre Dame Prep, you got Emma McSorley at 5'10" and Lauren Watson at a very generous 5'6". Now moving over to the other semifinal match, it will feature the number 2 seed from Queen Creek, senior Elle Evers and sophomore Tatum Riggs. And for Evers, it is her second appearance in the semifinals. She also made the Final Four her sophomore year with Izzy Mahaffey. Last year, that pair made it into the quarterfinals. And the Bulldogs will take on the number 3 seed from Xavier College Prep with sophomore Kate McDonald and senior Trinity Tran.
Right, and we watched Queen Creek play last week, too, in the championship, and they really put up a fight, especially in that first set. They really competed. So they're a great pair. And, of course, Xavier, as we know, Tim's team is always good.
And you say Tim, that's head coach Tim McHale.
Right, and Xavier has been one of the top teams for the entire history of beach volleyball in Arizona. So they're always going to be a team to compete with.
Yeah, you look at Xavier as a team, Christian. They've won 8 of the 12 Division I team state championships played, including 8 of the first 9 that were ever played. And then the new team now is O'Connor. They've won 3 straight team championships, and led by their head coach, Jamie Sparks, has done a wonderful job with the Eagles as we get set to play here. And on court 1, it will be O'Connor with Devin Wiest along with Piper Rama, and they will take on the pair from Notre Dame Prep, Emma McSorley and Lauren Watson. And for the Saints, McSorley is number 1, Watson number 3. For O'Connor, Wiest number 1, Rama number 13. And then on the other semifinal match, you got Queen Creek, Riggs number 5, Evers number 6, and for Xavier, Kate McDonald number 1, Trinity Tran number 9. We're going to open up with the defending pairs state champions, and that would be Devin Wiest with Piper Rama. And their road to the semifinals, second round, they beat Bailey Keeley and Samantha Cardoza of Notre Dame Prep, 21-10, 21-8. In the quarters, they beat a really tough Millennium team. Number 8 seed, Gabby Kosinski and Bella Martinez handled them. So for Wiest and Rama, this will be their second match against a pair from Notre Dame Prep.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, and we talked about how last year O'Connor actually played O'Connor in the championship.
Yes.
You never know. You could play your own team's pair because the top teams are going to get 2 pairs in.
And so Notre Dame Prep, led by their head coach, Jamie Walsh, the team this season for the Saints. They were number 5 seed in the team tournament, and they lost in the quarterfinals to the 5th seed Highland 4-1. And we're getting ready to start. It'll be Piper Rama to get things started here for the Eagles. State semifinals underway. Rama into the net. Back to serve now for the Saints will be the sophomore Lauren Watson.
Yeah, I feel like she rushed her serve there. You really got to do your routine every time. A great set. Oh, she almost got the block there.
Emma McSorley.
Great defense. All right, we're getting a free ball. They got to set something up here.
And it's going to be
Watson with the set.
McSorley.
Oh,
Tried to cut it a little too much.
And the shot was there. It was a good idea. She just mishit it.
So important. You get into the big matches like this, Christian, the nerves.
Right.
You got to find a way to settle the nerves
Especially
as quickly as possible.
Early on, exactly. You start and you're feeling it. I teach my team some breathing techniques to try to settle that anxiety down. On that one, she just missed that back corner. It looked like a good shot, too.
And that's 3 unforced errors to start this match over here with O'Connor and Notre Dame Prep. And now it's Devin Weiss back to serve. Make it 4 in a row. And we're now
this
tied
is your
at
fault
2
now.
apiece. I'm just talking about what I'm noticing
the
here. That's all I'm
jinx
doing.
Is there.
Yes. And now back to serve for Notre Dame Prep. And that will be Emma McSorley, the 5'10" junior.
A good float serve, too. Ooh, yeah, that's the thing. If you let Devin hit on an open net, you're in trouble.
That is 6'3" junior, Devin Weiss. She's verbally committed to play her college ball at Utah for indoor. You know, indoor this past year, she was the 6A Player of the Year.
Wow. Yeah, so many of these girls play both indoor and beach and are exceptional at both. They're complementary sports. Each one makes you better at the other. Oh, there was a great shot right down the line and just outside the blocker.
Yeah, that's Emma McSorley there from Notre Dame Prep. Speaking of the indoor game there, Christian, you know, McSorley, she had over 1,000 assists to lead the team in the indoor for the Saints. First team All-State as a setter.
That's awesome. And that setting, you know, if you're a great setter from indoor, you have to adjust your sets a little bit to get used to the beach rules. But once you do, you become so confident so fast, and you can really use that.
And switching sides, 4-3, and looks like O'Connor with the lead. Now we're going to check in on court 4, the other semifinal, and it is Xavier with a 4-2 lead. That is Kate McDonald, number 1, Trinity Tran, number 9.
Yeah, good start for Xavier because, like, we talked about how good this Queen Creek team is. Oh, and there's another
What
miss
are we doing
here? These are the best teams, and they're probably trying to serve aggressively to keep the other team off, and that's why they're missing a little bit more. Especially early on, like we said, the nerves are going to affect them too. But there's really not enough wind to be an excuse at this point.
Yes. So now back to serve will be Elle Evers, senior captain. And she is going to be playing her college ball at LSU next year.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah. And talking to her coach, Stephanie Pugh, for Evers, that was her dream school. So she's going to be heading to Baton Rouge, Cajun country, continue her beach volleyball career. Going up.
Ooh, a block.
Great block there. That was Riggs, Tatum Riggs.
Oh, and she had a great idea, and it was there as she tried a little pokey cutty, but just a little too low and into the net.
Xavier, their road to get to the semifinals, second round, they beat Jordan Decker and Emma Fishbeck from Mountain View in the quarters in a tough match. They beat number 6 seed Natalie Lorenzo and Lucci Alexander. That went 3 sets.
Yeah, Lucci is going to play at ASU Beach, and her parents run the Sand Club. And so she's been amazing since she was like 11.
It's no surprise we saw that coming with her. That's for sure. Back to serve, Tatum Riggs, the sophomore. Tran cuts it a little too much.
Yeah, she went for kind of the big hit. If she had taken some heat off of it and went more for the cutty instead of the swing, I think she had it.
So we're tied at 5. Xavier's McDonald and Tran, Queen Creek's Riggs and Evers. Riggs again back to serve. She used to play indoor and beach. Now she's strictly a beach player. That started this year. Boy, great touch there. Evers. Just wide.
Yep, and you'll see that some of them will play both all the way through, and some of them kind of make a decision, like this is really my sport. A lot of it happens kind of in that mid-high school era where it's your sophomore or junior, and you're kind of like, you know, I don't want to spend all this time, especially club indoor takes up so much time and effort and travel. So if you're not going to play indoor in college, it makes sense to kind of give up indoor club, especially when you're focused on beach and have a chance to play at beach.
Big swing there by Evers, puts it away.
Yeah, and she split them. She split she was inside the block or outside the block and inside the defender. It was a nice seam shot.
And now Evers to serve to Trinity Tran.
Ooh, there goes the option, perfectly executed.
And they're tied at 7, switching sides. Let's now go back to court 1. O'Connor leading Notre Dame Prep 8-7 as Rama puts it away.
Yeah, just too much heat on that. I mean, you got one of the best defenders in the state over there with Lauren Watson, and just coming in too hot.
Devin Wiest back to serve. She's such a fun player to watch. So athletic. Plays big at the net.
There you go.
Boy.
She got a little help from the net there and made that cut even more effective.
That was Lauren Watson putting it away. She was the region defensive player of the year in beach this spring. Very quick, athletic worker, really competitive.
Yeah, her mom was saying how she is playing against the wall every night and wrecking the roof of their house.
Excuse me?
She's getting in trouble with her dad.
She's practicing against the wall inside the house.
Oh, it's on the exterior of the house,
exterior,
I believe.
Yes, there we go.
And she's like knocking tiles off the roof. So.
Oh, my. She wants it bad.
Yep.
McSorley.
There you go. There's the option there, too. It's one of the most effective plays in beach if you could pull it off, especially if the defense isn't quite ready for it.
And now back to serve is Watson.
Ooh.
Wiest able to get the
That's the problem.
knuckle.
Her height advantage is she can tip over the block. So she was set kind of tight, but she's high enough up there to tip over.
Now Wiest to serve. You know how we talked about how for Wiest and Rama, this is their second match here in the tournament.
Ooh, nice shot.
Against a pair from Notre Dame Prep. Well, for Notre Dame Preps, McSorley and Watson, this is their second match against a pair from O'Connor.
Oh, wow.
You know, the road to the semis for Notre Dame Prep in the second round, they beat Katie Lambeth and Delaney Singleton of the Eagles in 3 sets. And then the quarters, they beat Danica Singleton and Kylie Helm from Highland also in 3 sets. As we go now back to court 4, Xavier.
Ooh, that hit the antenna.
Queen Creek.
I think.
And it's going to be point
Yes.
there for the Bulldogs. And back to serve will be Evers.
I had to wait for the ref to
Yes.
complete the call to make sure that what I saw was correct. And, yeah, she was set a little bit outside and kind of nailed the antenna. But, yeah, I don't think it's fair to have to play 2 O'Connor pairs.
That's a tough draw.
Oh,
that
great.
is a brutal
great shot.
draw. And switching, we got a technical timeout,
yeah.
12-9.
On both sides.
Xavier Leal. You know, we stay with Queen Creek. You know, the road to the semifinals for the Bulldogs. Second round, they beat Kaya Pixler and Andy Purdy from Sunny Slope, 3 sets. Quarters, they beat the number 7 seed Brinza Burness and Charlotte Gibson of Desert Vista in straight sets.
Well, and you can see in one of those straight sets, it was in overtime, 23-21.
Yes.
So it's always nice when you get those types of wins when they push you in that first set. That really sets the tone.
And we're back on court 1, O'Connor and Notre Dame Prep.
And we're seeing more missed serves than we expect so far.
And again, there's not much of a wind here, which is usually the case here at Castile.
Right. And I think they're trying to be really aggressive with serves, and that's what's leading to some of these. If you can get some aces, it really gives you a boost.
McSorley put that one to boy. Boy, McSorley, she comes from great athletic genes, that's for sure. You know, her mom, Leanne, played her college ball at ASU, also played pro beach volleyball. Then her father, Marty McSorley, 20-year NHL player, won a pair of Stanley Cups with the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, that was a good team back then.
They weren't bad. Had some guy named Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne was pretty
good.
Gretzky?
Gretzky, there we go. Yeah. The great one.
Yes. He is, you know, when people talk about the GOAT, he's not only the GOAT in hockey, he might be the GOAT of GOATs. Like,
All
you look
sports.
at his stats, how he stood out so much. Wasn't he number 1 in assists as well as shots?
Goals. Yeah, he did it all. He did it all. Now Emma's back to serve. Really has a calming presence on the court. Great control of her movement.
Oh, look at that set. Oh.
No block.
No, but yeah. Piper just back set that thing so smoothly, and the block wasn't ready for it. And that's just, Yuri Devon's going to crush that every time.
Yeah, you talk about Piper Rama. She's going to be playing beach and indoor at ASU next year.
That's just awesome. I love that they can do that. Oh, look at that. That wrist away action is so good. When you pull it off, that is so hard to cover. And it's hard to read because it looks like a swing is coming angle, and then they cut it back.
Great job by McSorley.
And that's one of the things these advanced teams do is they don't let you read what they're doing too early. You can kind of see them turn a little bit or turn their wrist towards the end of their shot, making it really difficult to kind of cheat and get position on their shot.
And it's now 15-13. O'Connor with the lead as they're going to switch sides. And now we head back to Xavier and Queen Creek. And the serve down the line. Looked like we got the ace, and it was for the Gators.
Yeah, that was a nice serve. It kind of dropped short, too.
That was Kate McDonald, the sophomore. Really a multifaceted player for Tim McHale.
That's 2 in a row. Points off that serve, so she's got something rolling right now with that serve.
And they're switching side, tied at 14. That's Xavier and Queen Creek. Gators, McDonald, Tran, number 3 seed, against number 2 seed, Riggs and Evers from Queen Creek. In Queen Creek, they're a team that's coming off a runner-up finish in the team state championship last week. They lost to O'Connor 3-0. So an opportunity for Evers and Riggs to try to get a state championship in the pairs here tonight.
Oh, look at that set. I just love watching them hand set. And then there's no block there, and so she's going to destroy it. So that's one where I think they dropped too early. You're supposed to read the set and decide if you want to pull or block. And I think they pulled a little early on that one because I don't think you want her hitting on an open net. Ooh.
Boy, how did that not go over?
Yeah, just a touch low. A little looser net would have helped her.
So they're tied at 15, Xavier and Queen Creek in the opening set here. Division I state semifinals.
Oh, the cutty.
Boy, Evers, we see her be able to put it away, but when she hits the cutter and shows you the entire repertoire,
so
tough to slow down.
Yeah, and that time the blocker stayed up. So she knew the blocker was there, so it changes the way she plays. It's very smart volleyball.
Now Evers back to serve. And they're going to work on Tran.
Oh, blocked.
Riggs is there.
Gosh, great defense. Pokey coming. Oh, she was a little
Pokey
late to
into
it.
the net. So we're tied at 16 there. Let's quickly get back to court 1. O'Connor leading Notre Dame Prep 18-16. So that's Wiest and Rama leading McSorley and Watson. And then it's Watson into the net. So it's 19-16, switching sides. So the Eagles 2 points away from taking the opening set.
Yeah, and way more errors than you expect from these two pairs. Just, the miss, like we talked about, I think they're trying to be aggressive, especially Notre Dame Prep. Like, you want to, against a team like this, you want to be really aggressive on your serve to keep them out of system if possible.
So Wiest back to serve. Also gets on in the classroom as well besides the court. 4.64 weighted GPA. Watson, great placement.
That was great. Right next to the line. She hit it right down the line. Yeah, and you talk about GPA. It sounded like almost everyone in this group has a top GPA. They're all around 4.0 or higher with some of the AP classes.
Great serve there by McSorley. Just like that, the Saints are back within 1 against the defending state champions. 19-18. Notre Dame Prep is pulled within 1.
Oh, they're checking the line. It's good reffing.
Absolutely.
Keep that line where it should be.
So it'll be McSorley to serve.
Got that one. Good pass. Now they're in system. Blocker. Ooh, set was over. And we got a net.
Into the net. So we are tied 19 apiece.
They're taking a timeout.
Timeout, O'Connor. Let's go back to court 4 while that timeout's happening. 18-17, Queen Creek leading Xavier. In the other semifinal, Trinity Tran, back corner.
Great shot, great high line. She saw the block, she knew it was open, and if you execute it that perfectly, they have a hard time getting that.
Tied at 18. Xavier's McDonald and Tran against Queen Creek's Riggs and Evers. Tran the serve.
Oh,
no block, and Evers knows what to do with it.
Destroyed it. Oh, my gosh. That ball might be broken.
19-18. Evers to serve. Tough serve.
Ooh, yeah, and it's tight if she handles it, though.
Tran, just long.
Yeah, she went for that same shot, but it was a harder one because it was a lower set a little further off the net.
Set point, Queen Creek. Trying to take the opening set. Evers is there. Just inside the back line. Xavier's still alive, 2019.
And when in a fiddle, you go deep middle.
And so we got set points on both courts. We go to O'Connor first. Rama to serve. Set point, Eagles. Rama's there.
Look how quick that was, her defense.
Off the block. Here comes Devin Weiss to put it away.
Oh, no, I think did she get it?
It looked like it caught the bat line. No, it's long. Side at 20.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And
we got a timeout on the other one.
We got a timeout on the other court. We're staying with the Saints and Eagles. Watson to serve to Rama.
Off fingers.
Block.
Yep, she got fingers on that. Smart.
So now it's going to be set point here for O'Connor. Set point number 2. Weiss to serve. The junior.
Oh, no. She served it.
Tied at 21.
Oh, my gosh.
Technical timeout. We're going to go back to court 4. And it is set point for Queen Creek. But it will be Kate McDonald, the sophomore, to serve for the Gators. Serves Riggs. Block is up.
Oh, she picked it up. Oh, she got it. It's tied over here, 20.
Tied at 20.
What is going on? These sets are so great.
Let's go back now to court 1. Rama was 8.
So both of O'Connor's players have hit long in the last 2 hits, and I think they're trying to do too much. I think they're trying to smash it and just get that shot in.
McSorley to serve.
There it is, but Watson picks it up. Oh, great shot.
First set goes to Notre Dame Prep over O'Connor. McSorley, Watson take the opening set, 23-21. Let's go back now to court 4. And we have got Queen Creek Xavier. Gators were serving with set point into the net, tied now at 21. Boy, the action is fast and furious on both courts.
I can't believe what's happening here.
And now we got technical timeout on court 4.
I will tell you, it is killing their coaches. When you are at a spot like this and you serve in the net, the coaches are stressing out so much. Like, what are we doing?
And Riggs the serve off the top of the tape.
Oh, that was too tight and blocked, but they picked it up.
Boy, Gators keep it alive. Now over 1.
Over on 1. She saw that the defense wasn't set up and went right for it. And that's why it's great to peek over at the defense before you make your play. She could have passed it to her partner and set it up, but she saw an opportunity.
And now it's going to be serving for the first set. Riggs goes short to Tran.
Oh, that's an aggressive serve, too. That was really a nice short serve.
Tied at 22. What a heads-up play that was by the sophomore Kate McDonald.
Yeah, another like Cuddy-style shot. She's seeing the openings.
And now it'll be Trinity Tran, the senior, back to serve. 4 years on the varsity.
Blocker pulls. A little bit off on that set, so.
Into the net, and now it is going to be a set point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we're in.
As this match goes back and forth, and it'll be.
We're in overtime.
Evers back to serve. 23-22.
Both these first sets going to overtime.
Yeah. Just the way you like it for the semifinals.
Oh, great shot. She did the high line. She saw this worked for her earlier, and she saw that same opportunity.
Staying with it, 23-23.
Tran just has so much control on that shot. She's putting it right where she wants it.
McDonald for the Gators back to serve. Goes to Evers. No block.
Oh, she picked it up.
McDonald.
But, oh, no.
Off the net.
They desperately got it over, but they left it open on defense.
McDonald puts it away, and it is going to be set point. Xavier. McDonald back to serve.
And that was a heads-up play by McDonald there. She, again, saw the opportunity. Oh, look at that serve. They just...
Opening set goes to Xavier, 25-23 against Queen Creek.
I got to say, Chris, I'm in shock because these are both upsets. These are not what is expected based on, we know how good Queen Creek and O'Connor's ones have been. And so this is a shocking result for the first two sets. This is great competition.
Because O'Connor, as we go back to the Eagles and Saints, you got Wiest and Rama, the defending pairs state champions, the number 1 seed. They dropped the opening set to the number 5 seed, Notre Dame Prep Saints, with Emma McSorley and Lauren Watson. The Saints took the opening set 23-21, and the Eagles have raced out to a quick 3-0 lead here to start the second set with Rama serving.
Yeah, and Piper Rama has a determined look on her face. I think she's...
What do you think the message was with head coach Jamie Sparts there in between sets?
Oh, I'm sure it was get back to the game plan. Whatever their game plan was, they did not stick to it.
What did you see out of McSorley and Watson? They had so much success in the first set to the point where they won the opening set 23-21.
I mean, the big thing was their shots. Their attack shots were in such good positions. They were reading what was open on the defense and putting it, right on the line. And it's not what they're used to dealing with for O'Connor. They're used to dealing with the big hitters. And so now they've got this scrappy team putting shots in corners, and it's not what they're used to.
And over in Division II, the Sal Point pairs up 1-0. And the Swirl pairs up 1-0. So the SaberCats and Lancers getting off to quick starts in Division II.
Yeah, that Sal Point pair is the ones that beat my pair in the second round just a couple days ago.
So you're very familiar with that.
Yep, they're a great team, just so consistent.
Big swing by Rama, gets dug out by McSorley.
See, that's the thing. Even if you have a big swing, if you hit it right at the defender and they're a great defender, they're still going to dig it. But if you put it on the line like that, you get the kill. So it's not always about the power. It's more about the finesse.
Lauren Watson showing some nice touch. And we got a 4-3.
Just a switch, yep.
Switching sides. You talked about Lauren Watson, maybe doing some housework as she works on her game.
Yeah.
She grew up doing gymnastics. Her mother is from Romania. In fact, they talk Romanian in the house. So she's bilingual.
Yeah. She mentioned Moldova, too. I think she speaks multiple languages.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh. And I find with the club volleyball stuff that I see with my daughters, we have so many from that area.
Great job by Rama.
Another great block. But yeah, Romania, Poland, Russia, that whole area of like Eastern Europe, volleyball's huge. And so you see a lot of players coming from there. Serbia, I know a few Serbian players that are top players in the state too. I speak a little Serbian. Dorote vidite to everybody out there from Serbia.
I hope that was safe for air. I think our producer director Seth Plansky has a 7-second button just in case it's not. He might have to be aware.
It means good to see you.
There we go. Thank you for keeping it clean. 6-4. O'Connor's jumped out to a quick lead there in the second set. Let's check back in with court 4 in the other semifinal match, and it was the Xavier Gators. They took the opening set. Kate McDonald, Trinity Tran over Queen Creek's.
Nice touch.
Tatum Riggs and Elle Evers.
That was great from both teams. The Queen Creek shot was so good. She put it in the highline area, but Tran was able to get there with one arm and pop it up. And then McDonald was able to poke it over on 2 and get that point. That was insane defense.
And those are the types of plays we expect to see here in the semifinals.
Yeah.
You get to the Final Four, you're going to see some highlight-type plays. And how about Xavier quickly racing out to a 5-2 lead as they switch sides. Let's now go back to O'Connor and Notre Dame prep. Big swing by Rama.
Jeez. Yeah, you can't leave her open net. Like, if she gets a set that's that tight, you got to have that block up there. And it's tough, I know, when they're undersized. But you can't let her swing. She's too good. Both of them.
It's hard to tell with the sunglasses on, Christian, but how big do you think her eyes got when she saw there was no block?
Oh,
and that set was on top of the net.
Yeah.
Green light special.
Yeah.
We got a ball on.
Oh, that helped them for sure because Lauren hit that way out by 10 feet.
And you saw the big smile on Watson's
she was like,
face
I'll take
as
that.
she's walking back.
I'll take a freebie.
Thank you.
A redo on that one.
7-5, O'Connor with the lead over Queen Creek. Saints took the opening set, 23-21. Piper Rama to serve. You know, volleyball runs deep in that Rama family.
She got that.
That did catch the line,
that
apparently.
must have just got it, yeah.
Yeah, but back to the Rama family. You know, her older brother, Zach, 6', 8" sophomore outside hitter at UCLA, the indoor team.
Wow. Yeah, they're a pretty good team.
Bruins aren't bad.
Yeah, when you talk volleyball, UCLA always is one of the top. Beach as well.
No block, and Rama into the net as she sheepishly trying to laugh that one off.
Yeah.
And we're switching sides, tied at 7.
I think she dropped her elbow on that one and waited a little long.
And let's go back to Queen Creek and Xavier. Trinity Tran to serve, gets the ace, and they now lead 8-4. Gators.
So the Xavier serve has been on, for one thing. They've gotten a lot of points off serve, but the rest of their game has been so controlled. They've been playing great defense and had great shots. They're really giving Queen Creek everything that they can handle.
Easy for you to say.
Maybe not.
Tight set. Tran is there.
Oh.
A little too much.
Yeah, she went for her patented high line again, but pushed it a little far.
So now it'll be Tatum Riggs back to serve. You know, she's got a really high IQ, great court awareness, a variety of shots.
That one went just deep.
Just long, and we're switching sides.
It was so close I had to look at the ref to see.
Tough to tell from our vantage point.
Yeah, on that line we can't see as easily.
But the Gators up 9-5, up one set, 25-23 in the opening set. McDonald to serve. We've got a ball on. McDonald gets it out of the way.
And you could see Tran wanted to pull, realized the set was too tight, and decided to jump back up and try to block. And then she saw the block and went with the pokey. So a lot of reading going on back and forth. So much of this game is about the vision, being able to see and be able to make calls, get calls from your setter. Oh,
how about the ace by Evers?
Yeah, so now they're getting some points back up in their serve.
You know, Elle Evers, she's got a 4.0 GPA. And, you know, she's also been a part of the USA Beach National Team Development Program the last few summers. Mentioned earlier, going to be playing her college ball at LSU next year. Just long with that serve.
Yeah, you mentioned these GPAs, and all of them have such good GPAs. They're all doing well in school, and that is for a reason. You don't get to this level if you aren't that bright.
Yes.
You need we call it volleyball IQ, but it really is IQ in general. You need to be able to think really quickly, see things like that shot. Recognizing that the blocker was up, defender's on the angle, the tip over the block is a perfect shot.
And we got a timeout on court 4, 11-7, Xavier with the lead. Let's go back to O'Connor, Notre Dame Prep. They are tied at 10 here in the second set. Big swing by Watson, putting it away.
Yeah, 5'6" Watson can get up in the air and still swing. So she's got all the shots, but don't forget about her swing. And I don't know if you noticed, but on the set, she showed what we call the Batman, which is kind of the approach with your arms. And that's indicating that she can attack. I'm looking to jump and attack, and then she still set it. And so what that does is it pauses the blocker. The defense thinks, oh, she's going over on 2, and they kind of pause, and that leads Watson to be open without a blocker. The blocker's late.
Speaking of Watson, she plays libero in the indoor. She was second team Northeast Valley region this past year, led the Saints in digs this past season in indoor.
Yeah, they've got a good team over there with Notre Dame for indoor.
Good at pretty much everything.
Yeah. I feel like some of these schools are just volleyball schools, and obviously translates, so you'll see a team go to state finals for indoor and then also for beach.
We're going back to court 4, and Evers puts it away. Boy, the Bulldogs got to find a way to turn this around. They dropped the opening set 23-21, trailing by 3 here in the second set, 11-8. The sophomore Tatum Riggs back to serve. What do they need to do?
They really need to serve receive first. Xavier's gotten too many points off their serve, and then the rest of it is trying to keep Xavier off by serving hard at them. If you can keep them out of system, keep their attack down, because they are getting great shots when they're in system. So if you can serve them hard, keep them out of system, that'll get you back in the game.
Riggs the serve to Tran.
I think she got the line
just
there.
Caught the back line. You could
It's
see it move.
It's frustrating for Queen Creek. That one is right in the corner.
And technical timeout. Xavier leading Queen Creek 12-9. So we head back to O'Connor, Notre Dame Prep. Tied at 11 here in the second set.
There's the highlight. I mean, she's too big. She's just.
To put it simply.
Yeah, like I feel bad but that's the matchup problem you have there. Is she is just so tall at that net, and you put up a block on her and she can tip over the block.
12-11 Eagles with the lead here in the second set.
Oh, Watson just wide.
So it's 13-11, but the Saints took the opening set after the defending state champions, 23-21. Rama back to serve for O'Connor.
Yeah, Watson was trying to get outside the block and hit that line, but there just wasn't a lot of space there.
Little miscommunication right there.
Yeah.
Great serve by Rama.
Yep, and Watson being one of the top defenders, usually you don't get her on that, but yeah, that's what I think it was. Is it went down the seam and they didn't know who was getting it.
So timeout on the court by Notre Dame Prep. 14-11. Boy, great job there.
Look at that serve, curling towards that line.
Boy, Riggs did everything she could to keep it up.
Yeah, she had to dive to even touch that serve.
13-9, Xavier with the lead over Queen Creek.
Those sets are so great. I love it.
Boy, speaking of great, how about the job there by McDonald to keep the point alive?
Yeah. Oh, and just leaving too much space. She sees it. That front area, leaving it open. Too good of a shooter with Riggs.
Just like that, Gators have opened up a 5-point lead here, 14-9. They're going to try to run away with this and close out Queen Creek in 2 sets. And then Tatum Riggs has something to say about it. How about your sophomore come up with a big play there?
Yeah, she doesn't play like a sophomore. That's for sure. All these players out here play like seniors, don't they?
Speaking of seniors, Evers to serve.
Ooh. Oh! Just an overpass is what you dream of when you're up there at neutral front like that, but it came a little quick for her, and she wasn't quite ready. If she had time, she would have pounded that right back at him.
So Tran back to serve for Xavier with a 15-10 lead. No block.
Oh, would that go? Oh, okay.
Caught the line.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like it almost went wide, but it must hit the line.
Great bounce back, though, by Riggs.
Yeah.
You got to have that short memory out there.
For sure. We always say be a goldfish. I think
there
we talked about that last time with the Ted Lasso saying, have a short memory. Ooh, what a shot. There's the option. I love that play. She sees it, she attacks it, and she rolls it towards that deep corner. So hard to cover.
That is Kate McDonald, another sophomore. Really does it all for Tim McHale. Real versatile player. Over and 2.
Look at that shot. So she did it in a similar way, but she went for that short angle shot instead of the deep angle shot. Equally effective, though.
Switching sides, 16-12. Xavier with the lead over Queen Creek. Let's check back in on court 1.
Look at that. Watson so quick to cover that dink, and then they go over on 2 to get that shot.
And switching sides, so we're going to head back now to court 4. And Evers to serve. Queen Creek trailing 16-12.
Oh!
How about the placement by Tran?
Yeah, that was going to go right in the corner, and they knew it, and they're sick of it, and so they're trying to play it. She reached for that with 2 hands, and I would say she needed to go with 1 and try to knuckle past that because it's just at the top of her reach.
Boy, Evers straight down.
She put some purr on that one.
My
that was
goodness.
like a 5-foot line crushing hit.
17-13. Gators with the lead. Boy, that's got to feel good when you get a swing like that.
Yeah, definitely. There's really nothing you can do to defend that. Ooh, that floated just out, and Tran read that so well.
18-13. I know you're trying to serve aggressively, but at this point in the match, you're down one set, now down 18-13. You got to keep the ball in play.
Got to keep it in. So I always say serve strong but smart. You know, you got to know who you're serving to. Maybe serve some seams instead of, but you're not. Don't go for the corner. It's too dangerous.
Evers is swinging with authority right now. Puts another one away. 18-14. Just to update you real quick, we're not going there quite yet. 17-13, O'Connor leading Notre Dame Prep.
Oh.
Tran tried to cut it a little too much.
Yeah, and it was there too. She saw it, she went for it, and she just missed. This is where I tell my players to try not to be too perfect. If you go for perfect, you're likely to miss. Just go for that good shot, and you'll get the point most of the time. Oh, right down the line, she hits it. I don't think they expected the swing.
And just like that, Xavier's within 2 points of moving on to the state championship match.
What a smart play.
Wow.
She's been doing cuts and high lines all game, and then she hits it down the line, and they just weren't expecting it. Oh.
And it's O'Connor with a 2-point lead, 17-15 over the Saints in the second set. Notre Dame Prep took the opening set. Great cut. Finding the line is Riggs.
I am blown away by that play. The pass wasn't so great, but the set she made off of that pass was great. And I think they pulled off because the pass was bad. And then, sure enough, she hits that perfect cutty.
And we're back on court one, 19-16, though. Xavier with the lead over Queen Creek. And it is 18-15, O'Connor. And it's Rama to serve.
Yeah, O'Connor doesn't go away easily, I can tell you that. Oh. A high
and
line.
Point for the Saints. And we're going back now to court four, where it is match point for Xavier. And it'll be Kate McDonald back to serve. 2016.
Oh, great serve, too, down the line again. It's Doug. There's a chance here. They pick it up.
And it is long, and the Xavier Gators, Kate McDonald, Trinity Tran, they move on to the Pairs State Championship match as they take out the number 2 seed from Queen Creek, Tatum Riggs and L. Evers, 25-23, 21-16. So Xavier moves on to the state championship match, the number 3 seed, and they will take on the winner.
And Chris, that is a big upset. I mean, they're the number 2 seed just got knocked out, and that really tells you something. Xavier really played smart, and they served great.
Yeah, Xavier, the number 3 seed, and they'll take on the winner now of O'Connor and Notre Dame Prep. The Saints took the opening set 23-21. They trail here in the second set to the Eagles 19-16, and it'll be Devin Wiest back to serve for O'Connor.
You can see McSorley taking the seam. They're trying to make it tough for them to serve Watson, who they're targeting. Up.
McSorley's
nice.
there. No block.
Oh, she read it. That was a great shot. And you see how she made it look like a swing. I'm going to swing 90% of the time, and then the last 10%, she softens it, and it's just a dink.
So it's now 19-17. Saints still battling here in the second set. And it'll be McSorley to serve.
Little float.
Oh. Rama tried to cut it too much. McSorley went up with the block, and it is now 19-18. And
wow, they are making O'Connor nervous at this point.
Oh my goodness.
I am really impressed with the way Notre Dame Prep is playing. They are really playing smart. I mean, this is the top pair in the state they're playing against. And they just won. They won it last year at pairs. They won the team championship last year. They won the team championship this year.
They're used to success.
Yeah, they are expecting to win, and it's not going so easily right now.
And you look at Notre Dame Prep, Lauren Watson, a sophomore, Emma McSorley, a junior.
Yeah, and like we said, undersized compared to O'Connor. So they have to play in a different style. That you can't just hit against hitters. You have to be smarter. You have to take the shots. You have to make them move, and you have to make them think, catch them off guard.
So coming out of this timeout, if you are Notre Dame Prep trailing 19-18, you have the serve. What are you looking to do here?
Well, this is where I talked about serve strong. From the Notre Dame perspective, serve strong. You got to be smart. You can't go too aggressive, right? You got to keep it in and serve the person you want to serve to. From the O'Connor, it's all about control. If you can control it and get a nice shot.
Just long, tied at 19. Notre Dame Prep. O'Connor.
It looked like they had pretty good control there too. I think Piper just wanted that back corner and just went a little deep.
McSorley, tough serve.
Oh.
Off the net, McSorley's there. Big opportunity here for the Saints.
Oh.
McSorley tried to cut it a little too much.
Yeah, well, it's tough to cut
right
it on
idea.
That block. Yeah, it's tough. The blocker is taking a lot away. She is what I like to say, the annoying block.
Now it's set point for O'Connor, and into the net is Rama, tied at 20. Got to keep that ball in play.
We have seen
on set point.
Too many miss serves. I know you want to be aggressive, but got to be in.
And now it's going to be.
And I'd rather have you serve out than in the net because they might touch it. So
Watson to serve down the line, just wide.
I think that was inside the antenna and then actually floated wide. That's what it looked like to me.
And now it's set point for O'Connor. Devin Weiss to serve to try to extend this to a third and deciding set.
Oh, perfect, Huddy. I mean, absolutely perfect. Right down the net. Piper was just about there. Like, if she didn't do that perfectly, Piper had it up.
Technical timeout, tied at 21. Notre Dame Prep. Emma McSorley, Lauren Watson took the opening set from the defending state champion O'Connor pair of Devin Weiss and Piper Rama, 23-21. We are tied at 21 here. Set number 2. Back to serve. McSorley for Notre Dame Prep.
And a good serve.
Tight ball.
Ooh, see that fake? Oh, and the dink! Oh.
Match point, Notre Dame Prep.
The IQ on this Notre Dame team is off the charts, like showing that they're going to go over on 2 and then turning it back and setting the ball.
McSorley, Notre Dame Prep, match point.
Ooh, through the block. Just overpowered the block.
Rama puts it away, tied at 22. The crowd has gathered around court 1. The defending state champion pairs, Weist, Rama on the ropes.
Yeah, shockingly. Ooh, nice get by Weist. Look at that. Oh, they're struggling to kind of get back in system, and that set was low and off the net. She couldn't quite get it over.
And now it's going to be a set point. O'Connor, Rama to serve, 23-22.
Oh,
Rama's there.
Great defense. Oh,
Rama puts it away.
Wow.
We go to a third set.
You know,
O'Connor takes set number 2, 24-22. The defending Paris State champions are still alive. Notre Dame Prep took the opening set 23-21, and it was O'Connor who took the second set 24-22.
Yeah, and Watson had a perfect shot. The only thing is that I think Piper read where she was going with it a little bit ahead of time, and Piper was shot out of a cannon to make that save. Lauren Watson's shot was nearly perfect. Like, you can't blame her. That was a great attack, just better defense.
Boy, incredible action.
I can't believe how close everything's been so far. This has been just a terrific championship pairs tournament.
So it was the Xavier Gators. They got it done. The first semifinal match that finished, Kate McDonald, Trinity Tran got the victory, the number 3 seed over the number 2 seed, Queen Creek. Tatum Riggs, L. Evers, 25-23, 21-16. They will move on to the state championship match. They'll take on the winner of the O'Connor Notre Dame Prep match. It's 1 set apiece. The Saints, Emma McSorley, Lauren Watson took the opening set over the defending state champion pair from O'Connor, Devin Weiss, Piper Rama, 23-21. Weist, Rama battle back to take the second set, 24-22.
Just incredible. There were opportunities for both sides, and like we talked about, errors. There were more errors than we expected. I don't know if it's the nerves or what's going on, but it's not going easy for anybody.
You're watching live coverage of the 2024 AIA Division I Girls Beach Volleyball State Semifinals on the NFHS Network. The NFHS Network is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship action. From live games to full game replays to highlights, it's all right here on the NFHS Network. And the NFHS Network is pleased to introduce digital downloads to our high school sports coverage. All you got to do is click the blue digital copy box directly under the event video player to buy a digital copy of tonight's matches. The NFHS Network, we are high school. Chris Harris here, along with Estrella Foothills coach Christian Millheiser. So glad to be with us here at Castile High School. Beautiful venue for the Division I Beach Volleyball State Championships.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really love the opportunity here. I live and breathe beach volleyball, so
it's become apparent. Yes,
facility sure is fantastic. A newer facility, 6 great courts, a nice wall to contain the balls and the sand and everything,
nice.
And just nice facility overall. It's a little far for me, but being in a corner of the valley.
Yes,
but it really is a great venue.
So here we go. The third and decisive set. First to 15, win by 2. So,
yeah.
the first 2 sets, it's first to 21 by 2, but you go to the third decisive set, first to 15, win by 2. And O'Connor starts with the serve, Piper Rama. Well, you can see the wind really take that ball back.
Yeah, the wind is picking up a bit now. Yeah, the other thing about third set is switches on 5. So instead of 7, we'll be switching more often here.
So the Eagles on the board first, 1-0. Rama to serve again. They're going to go to Watson.
Oh, right at her. That's not going to work for you.
Rama able to put it away. So if you're Notre Dame head coach, Jamie Walsh, what was the message to your pairs coming out for this third set?
You got to play smart like you did in the first set. You got to really attack those corners, those lines, really make them move and keep them out of system. When they're in system, we're in trouble, right? O'Connor.
Right on cue.
Yeah.
And for Jamie Sparks and her O'Connor team, what was the message you think?
For them, I think it's read where they're going, because defensively, if they can pop it up, then they're in business again.
Eagles have raced out to a quick 3-0 lead. Make that 3-1 as Watson puts it away.
Yeah. O'Connor has the height advantage at the net, so if they can set things up, it's to their advantage overall. But you have to be able to set it up. So, and that's why Notre Dame is trying to serve tough. But some of the serves, when you serve tough, go in the net.
And it's 4-1, switching sides. As you mentioned, Christian, switching it every 5 points here in the third and deciding set. First to 15 wins, and it's 4-1. Eagles jumped out the quick lead. And, you look at Sandra O'Connor, Jamie Sparks, the head coach, done a wonderful job. 3 straight state championships. You got to mention the assistants as well, Brett O'Keefe and Jake Cena as well, and what they do for this Eagles program.
They're absolutely amazing coaches. Brett's not here today. I think he's in Europe somewhere. His 20th anniversary with his wife. I hope they're enjoying their time there.
You got to do a better job of scheduling that, though, don't you?
Yeah, you would think. I don't
State
know.
Playoffs?
20 years ago when he got married, I don't think he had planned around the beach playoffs. But yeah, Brett and Jake are absolutely great coaches, directors of Stealth Beach Volleyball Club, and they do a great job with O'Connor. Jake is the guy that I would say I learned the most from as a coach. Really taught me the advanced parts of beach volleyball. A lot of the attack calls, a lot of the setting calls, defensive footwork, all the advanced things that I've applied it to my program. And you see most of these D1 teams applying that same kind of knowledge, which is basically what USC runs in College Beach. I mean, most of the college teams run a similar thing.
It's a good model to use
but yeah,
off of.
We blatantly copy USC.
There's worse programs to do that with. 5-2, O'Connor's jumped out to the quick lead here. Third and deciding set, and it's Piper Rama, the senior captain, back to serve.
Ooh, good serve. She jammed her. Yeah, it floated up towards her head, and then it was just too quick. Now here's the thing: they're up 6-2 in the third set. This is tough because that 4-point advantage, when you're only playing to 15, now they're in the hole. Notre Dame's got to work back pretty quick. Otherwise, they got to call timeout and get the momentum stopped.
Wiest is there.
Yeah, I think she read that the wrong way.
Oh.
Ooh, great dig though.
Watson.
There's that defensive player of the year.
Yes. Right on cue.
Nice set. Got it.
Wow.
It was a great corner shot. I think Piper touched it too.
And the ball still hit the back line.
Yeah, perfect.
So that was a big point there for the Saints.
Yeah, they need it right now. They need to get momentum back to stay in this.
Watson to serve.
She's off the net, the block. She reads it. Uh-oh. Now you're in trouble. See, that's the thing. We set the net is a difficult thing to deal with.
She's a handful. 7-3, switching sides. O'Connor with the lead here, third and deciding set. You know, the volleyball runs deep in that Wiest family. You know, her older sister, Allie, freshman at Weber State up in Ogden, Utah this past season. And then you got Devin, the junior, mentioned she's verbally committed to play indoor at Utah. So she's still got another year here playing for Amanda Burbridge. Eagles won the indoor state title led by Amanda Burbridge. Terrific year. 34-1. That was the first indoor state title for O'Connor.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed that she got over that block because Wiest's block was huge up there, and that set was a little bit tight. Not quite a trap set, but almost. But she managed to get just over it.
Yeah, she's 6'3". She's big at that net with that wingspan.
Yeah, and she's jumping. Yeah, she's an athlete. She's not just tall.
Yes.
Ooh, there's a great seam hit. So here's the thing about when you're hitting with power, if we talked about it before. If you hit at these defenders, they're too good. Even if you hit it super hard, if you hit it at Lauren Watson, she'll pop it up. But you hit the seam or you hit away from them, and you're going to get the point.
8-4 O'Connor over Notre Dame Prep.
Oh, there's the
McSorley, the heads-up play.
And see, because they've been showing that Batman on the set and then still setting it earlier, they don't know if she's coming over on two or not. So she can show that every time, and she can jump and attack, or she can set. Oh, the trickle serve. Best serve in the game.
What a time for the Saints to get that.
Yes.
Just like that, they're back within 2. 8-6.
This is huge that they're back in it.
And we'll be switching sides after this point. No block. Rama is able to put it away, even off the top of the tape. 9-6 Eagles with the lead, switching sides.
I thought that was a good block pull. She was off maybe a few feet. It was enough to pull, but Piper just hit a good shot.
You know, we talk about the defending champs, Wiest and Rama. You know, they won last year's pairs unseeded.
Oh.
They had to win 5 matches to get it done.
Because they were the 2.
Correct. Behind Olivia LeBlanc as well as Liana Weska.
Oh.
Just long for Watson. Now it's 10-6.
I'm surprised she hit that knowing that the block was there. You know, she has such a big block. You would expect a shot from Watson in that situation.
Wiest to serve.
Pull on the block. So that was just out, and that was the shot she was hitting in the first set. She would turn it towards the line as they were pulling, and they couldn't cover it. But it's a tough shot to hit.
Yes.
And it's easier if you're more towards what we call the 3 set, which is right in the middle. If you're at the 3, you can cut it back outside more easily. But if you're a little bit more towards the pin, you don't have much room to cut it back.
Timeout, Notre Dame Prep. They trail 11-6. What do the Saints need to do to climb back into this as they are 4 points away from being knocked out?
Got to keep them out of system. O'Connor in system, you're in trouble, and so I think you gotta serve hard, serve towards the outside or the seam. Really go for some aces. If you can get a couple aces, that would really help. But the main thing is keeping them out of system so they're easier to handle defensively. And then on your shots, Notre Dame's got to get the shots in. Like they're being aggressive. You got to like we said before, don't try to be perfect. Just get a good shot, and you're going to make them move. Even if you don't get the kill, you're keeping them out of system, and you'll tire them out.
So coming out of the timeout, it'll be Weiss to serve. Watson with the cut. Rama's there.
Yeah, she read it the whole time.
And then how about the block at the net by McSorley?
Yeah, that was unexpected. I mean, I know she's been up there blocking, but usually the O'Connor squad is able to get around that.
So Saints hanging in there. McSorley now to serve.
It's a good line serve. But they're in system.
Rama.
Blasted. I think she blasted off the fingers of the block.
12-7 Eagles. Inching closer to having the opportunity to try to run it back for a second straight state title.
Yeah, you think she wants that?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Too hard off the hands there, that ricochet. Some of these hitters are skilled enough and smart enough to hit, to go for the tool and to go for the fingers. And they're so hard to defend when you do that because it's ricocheting so fast. It's a big part of a game for especially for a smaller attacker because you'll have a big block up there and it becomes a target for you. But you got to be careful because if they reach a little bit, they might turn and get the block when you're trying to tool them.
12-8 O'Connor.
Ooh, she missed the line.
Make that 12-9. Watson to serve. Been super impressed with this Notre Dame prep team.
Yeah.
The junior Emma McSorley, the sophomore Lauren Watson, going toe-to-toe with Weiss and Rama.
Oh.
And it is now 12-10. Rama's long.
And part of it is just hanging around. If you hang around, and O'Connor's been making, errors, which they don't normally do, but they've been making some errors today, and it's allowing Notre Dame to kind of stick around and really threaten to take this. And 2 points right now.
And now we got a timeout. O'Connor. Jamie Sparks wants to talk things over. Eagles with a 12-10 lead. Notre Dame Prep took the opening set 23-21. O'Connor took set number 2, 24-22. Gone.
Yeah.
Got free volleyball in the first 2 sets.
We're getting some bonus volleyball in here, and that's great. It's great to see these teams being so close. A lot of times in the pairs you don't see that because there's usually, in past years you'll see teams that just are overpowering, really, really kind of take over. And this year it's much closer. And I think that speaks to kind of like the growth of beach volleyball. You're getting a lot of the teams that were more intermediate in past years are getting better. And so you're getting these better pairs coming together where they're kind of more similar in skill level.
Yeah, you talk about the growth. The first year girls beach volleyball was 2012. There were 4 or 5 teams. They were the first state in the country to have it. Now we're up to over 90 teams here in the state. Coming out of the timeout, Rama again going long, and it is now a 1-point set.
Yeah.
12-11, third set.
Yeah, she needs to forget that and kind of go back to her game. I think she's approaching underneath the ball a little, and that's why she's swinging out. Oh, an open net.
No block.
Oh, but picked up.
McSorley.
A one-hander dig. Ooh, and look at Piper diving for that save. Oh, and blocked. Oh, she's saying no touch, but the ref thinks it's touch. I don't know.
On the line, Weiss. So what was the question there?
So whether or not she touched it on the block. If she didn't touch it on the block, then it hit the net, and it would be Notre Dame's point. The ref is saying that Notre Dame did touch it, and it's the ref's judgment on that play.
13-11. O'Connor now 2 points away from surviving this semifinal against the Saints. Devin Weiss to serve.
Oh, the big hit. Oh.
Lauren Watson puts it away.
She decided to just go for that one, and she hit a great spot. You've seen this on both sides where they're kind of expecting the shot from the smaller team, and then they go ahead and hit it with pace. And it's getting the kill because they're not expecting it.
And it is now 13-12. O'Connor with the lead. McSorley to serve after switching sides.
Oh, she's open net. Oh, no.
Tied at 13. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I think Piper's talking to Coach Jake about lowering. Is she dropping her elbow? And I think she was. I think the timing isn't quite right, and so she's getting there a little late. And you want to really get there. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Just like that, Notre Dame Prep, Emma McSorley, Lauren Watson, match point, trying to knock out the defending state champions.
This run at the end of this set has been just phenomenal for Notre Dame. They're keeping O'Connor on their toes here.
McSorley to serve. Oh, that'll do it. Notre Dame Prep Saints, Emma McSorley, Lauren Watson. They will move on to the state championship match as they knock off last year's pairs state champions from O'Connor, Devin Wiest, Piper Rama, 23-21, 22-24, 15-13. The Saints are marching into the state championship match.
And Chris, I feel terrible for Piper. I mean, I see her laying on the ground right now, very upset with herself. The hitting errors, that's not her. She's one of the best hitters I've ever seen in beach volleyball. And, something was just off with her today. Sometimes you don't have your timing with your setter quite down. And, maybe the team championship took a lot out of her last week. Anything can happen. Any given day, it's kind of the any given Sunday kind of situation. Like, hey, you don't know how you're going to play in a certain match. But, yeah, I feel awful for her because, they're the top seed. We know they're, one of the best pairs in the state for sure. And just the errors got to them. But the thing about Notre Dame is they kept sticking around. They kept, being scrappy and pulling out the plays when they needed it. I mean, they were down in the middle of that set. And I was telling you, this is where they really need to pick it up because you're only playing at 15. So if you're down too much, they were down 4, I think, in the middle. And they fought back. And, credit to Notre Dame for sticking around.
So it's going to be Notre Dame Prep, Emma McSorley, Lauren Watson, and they will take on Xavier College Prep, Kate McDonald, Trinity Tran for the Division I Pairs State Championship. And there's going to be a 30-minute break for now, and then there'll be a 10-minute warm-up. So we'll be back here with you in about 35 minutes. Congratulations, though, again, on a great season by Devin Wiest and Piper Rama, last year's state champs. They get knocked out by Notre Dame Prep in 3 sets, 15-13 in the third. And also congratulations to Queen Creek's Tatum Riggs, Elle Evers, making it to the state semifinals as they got knocked out by Xavier in 2 sets.
The 2 top seeds.
Yes, 1 and 2, both out of the tournament. It'll be number 3, Xavier McDonald Tran against number 5, McSorley Watson of Notre Dame Prep. We'll be back in just over 30 minutes right here on the NFHS Network for the Division I Pairs State Championship match. We'll be back in about 30 minutes or so. Stick around.